Two Champions League winners between them, and we're going to get 6 out of 6 points if we...
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Las Palmas, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up, both in the Europa League, where we're going to try and pick up 6 out of 6 points to start off our league phase in good fashion. I mean, if you take a look at our fixtures, I think we've got some tough fixtures, let's just put it that way. If we can see them here, if we're going to take a look, I'll go and order them by coefficient. I think that's the best way to look at them. If it'll go and do it, I don't know why it's not coming up as that. We'll put them in pots. There we go. So you can see there. I think we got the two toughest teams in the whole competition, Chelsea and Newcastle, as our pot one teams. We play against a good Vikinger team these days, which is crazy because Vikinger only just won their first ever European game for Iceland this week. We've already played them with Tromsø. We play against Feyenoord today, who are obviously a very, very good team. We come up against PAOK Thessaloniki, who we played against last year, I'm fairly certain. Dinamo Batumi, not in Tbilisi. It's a different place in Georgia, so that makes for a very, very long away day. The two pot 3 teams there, as you can see. And then the pot 4 teams include Salernitana and Celtic we'll be playing against, so two teams who we should be getting points against. 6 points there, 9 against the Dinamo Batumi team there to make up 9, 12 against PAOK, and then we need 3 points and we need 4 points ideally from one of these games, but we play against Feyenoord today. If we get a win there, 15 points, we're looking for the single point in either of Vikinger, Newcastle or Chelsea to get into that top 8. Very tough set of fixtures that we've got, but you know, there's no easy games in European football, I guess, and we'll just have to go and see how we can do with these games. Our transfer window has now closed. We'll go and take a look at some of the signings we've made. We've brought in 4 players on loan. Some players have also left us, one of them being Bergstaller, who's gone on loan to PSV, a good move for him there, but also Crespin has left us. He's gone over to Liverpool for a fee of 5 million. I don't know why he's wanted to go. I mean, I can understand, obviously it's Liverpool and that, but he's not going to get many minutes. He's only on a 3-year contract. He got quite a few minutes with us. It just doesn't make much sense to go there, but we get 5 million for him anyway. 4 players we brought in on loan, all with optional future fees. 3 of them are kind of squad players, so it makes sense to bring them in on loan. We've had a lot of players leave us and not enough replacements, so we've had to do that kind of late on in the transfer window. But one starter in George Bunia, as you can see here, Romanian international. He's the Gilia. We have to have a Romanian at the club, and now we bring in Bunia in place of Gilia, who left us. A decent player overall. He's played a lot of games for Barcelona already. We have the fee of 21 million, is it? Yeah, 20.5 million at the end. Overall, a good player who comes into the midfield, and hopefully he can have a good time with us. The next player brought in, Brais Alonso. He's already got his first game with us, and he got a goal and assist, or it might have been 2 assists even. In that game, he just got the 1 goal actually, or the 1 assist I mean. In that game, he comes in from Zaragoza, as you can see there. Very, very good player, gives us a good option down that left side. All of these players have agreed future fees and squad player playing time, which is really good. So 45 million there, quite hefty, but looks like a good player. Alberto comes in on loan. His fee is around 31.5 million, as you can see there. All these players not too heavy on the wage bill as well, which is good. Alberto can play in a number of positions along the back line and also in the middle. And finally, we bring in Robert on loan. He is a player who can play in the striker, the mid, the hole, and also on the right wing. A very, very good player with a future fee of 24 million. So some domestic players who we've brought in, some good signings there. Hopefully they can go and shine for us. We go away to the Netherlands to play against Feyenoord. Let's go straight to it. It's the Europa League, and where we start our 3rd league phase. So the team for this game against Feyenoord starts with Vlašky in goal. We got a back line of Katrankov, Alvarez, Moral and Diaz. Benio and Egal and Royo in the middle. We've got Armic on the left, Ben Musa on the right, and Tom up top. Kick off here in this game against Feyenoord, straight to business here. I think we've fielded a very, very good team, but Feyenoord are also a very good team. You know, they've got experience in the Champions League. I think they've won a Champions League. I have a feeling they have. If we can go and take a look, that shows obviously the caliber of teams that we're playing against. If we take a look, we can't see, but I do have a feeling that they have done that in the past. So we probably take a look at past winners. But yeah, they're a team who, they're very notable. Arne Slot is still the manager apparently, or he was before, for 6 years until he left. If we go and take a look at the history, past winners, if you see if we can go and find Feyenoord down here, I do have quite a strong feeling that they did win it there. As you can see, there's one win. Yeah, that's the win that they did have. Obviously quite a long time ago, it's 75 years ago in game, but a very, very good team. Champions League experience, Europa League experience, Conference League final a few years ago as well. I think it'll be a good game, really good game against two teams who are really going to go at this tournament. Diaz down this right side, squares it. Ben Musa is there. 1-0 here in this game, and it's Ben Musa who gets our first Europa League goal. It's a nice finish in there. He's waiting in the middle for it, and I told you he's a very good finisher of the ball, and he's demonstrated it there. 1-0 here in this game, exactly the start that we need away from home. This was the kind of the game outside of Chelsea and Newcastle, which I thought would be quite tough, the really tough game, but to open up like that, very, very impressive. We've been the better team by the looks of it, and we have no cause for complaints here in the early moments of this game. 40 minutes gone. Are we going to go into half-time with this lead? By the looks of it, we have some good players who we can bring on off the bench. We don't have a lot of depth. Obviously, a lot of the youngsters have left us now. We've only got really Arias on the bench, but Iram is injured at the moment. Idrissa Bar has gone to Tromsø actually, which is a really good move for him. Obviously, we know a lot about Tromsø, so it makes sense for him to go there. We had a lot of offers for him. I mean, he was complaining about his game time. He is 20 years of age. Didn't really get loads of minutes out of the youngsters who we promoted like we always do, but I still think we was getting quite a lot of minutes. But I guess going there to a team who I'm not sure if they've made Europe, but he will get a lot of minutes there in a good division to kind of grow as an important player as well. I think it's a good move. Armic is in behind you. He cuts in, lovely shot and lovely goal from Armic. What a finish it is! He just cuts in, takes it on his left foot, and it looked like a bit of a Trevor. It was a lovely finish by him. He comes into the team today. He's being kept on his toes by Alonso, who's coming to this team, but it is a lovely finish to make it 2-0. I've skipped the replay now, but he just picks it up, cuts in first time on the outside of his left foot, just drills it into that bottom corner, and he makes it 2-0 here in this game. We're going to look to make a few changes. Alonso in at left back. I think we go with, I want to bring on Arias into the middle. We'll go with those two early changes for now to see how it goes. But yeah, this is a good result if we can come away with it. And then we've got Celtic in the next game, who are a pot 4 team. They're ranked like 300 or something like that. So we have to be getting 3 points at home in that game. I don't know if they're our home team in pot 4 actually. The other team is, I can't remember. It might have been the Dynamo team. I'm not sure. Armic is in behind here. It's his second goal of the game. 3-0 here in the Netherlands. What a result it has been. If this goal does stand, we'd be 3-0 up inside 60 minutes. The goal is given. What a performance it's been. We are starting to build a very, very good team here in the Europa League. We're coming to very elite teams. Feyenoord are, it just feels like they are the Europa League team, and we've come and got a 3-0 win in their own stadium. There might even be time for a few more goals here in this game. What a performance it has been. We're going to look to make a final few changes here in this game. I think we go and we'll leave Moral on that right side. We bring on Alberto as a more natural centre-back change, which is something we've definitely needed. I want to leave Bonilla on, and I think we bring Egal off there, and then I think we'll give Robert some minutes as well for Ben Musa on that right side. Armic is on a hat-trick here. Can he go and complete it? Arias finds himself on the ball. He can go back to Ben Musa here. He does. It's into the middle. Bonilla is there. He's fouled in the area. It's not a foul. It's an important challenge apparently. I think there's a claim for a penalty there, but it must have been cut out in the end, and nothing comes from the corner there. 70 minutes gone. What a performance it has been. There's some very, very good teams in this Champions League campaign, though. We've got Inter Milan here. We've also got Salzburg, AZ Alkmaar here. Also got Celta Vigo, Bodo Glimt here, Marseille here again, Besiktas here, Newcastle, and where are Chelsea? Are Chelsea losing? Chelsea are losing to Besiktas at home as well, so hopefully that can favour us. Arias cuts in here, has the shot, 4-0 here in this game. It's Ayram Arias with his first goal of the season, his first in the Europa League, and our fourth in the Europa League. This is going to do a lot of favours for the goal difference as well, because you've got to remember, if we're aiming for around 15, 16 points, I mean 16 points is probably the aim realistically, not as many as last year. Goal difference could be a massive factor in creeping in at the end of the season. I mean, I don't know if the amount of points is lower here in the Europa League. I have a feeling it either will be or won't be. Like I don't think there'll be a middle ground. We can take a look. I don't know. We'll have to go and take a look. So it was 16, 15, 18, 15, 15, 18, 17, 16. So sometimes it goes really, really high on 18, but that's because in the Europa League, I feel like I've said this before, there's only like one or two elite teams. The Champions League is solely elite teams. The Conference League, you'll have like one elite team who'll kind of just ruin it a bit. Who've kind of like been in the Champions League recently, like Chelsea for example. Literally Champions League, they won the Champions League 3 years ago. But I think here there's like one or two elite teams, but then there's some outsiders who make up that top 8 and then push it up to 18 points. It looks like it could be an 18-point season with some of the teams that we have this year, so we'll have to see. But this result here, if we can hold on for the 3 points and the 4 goal difference, would be a quite incredible result really. What an away day it's been for all those travelling fans. Quite the long away day. No, it's not one of the longest actually, but it's still quite long to go up to Netherlands. It is quite north in Europe, not as north as obviously the Scandinavian countries we've been to, and not as far as Georgia where we'll have to go to for an away day, but still quite young. There's a ball floating around here. Alvarez heads that over. In the end, we just want to wrap up this game and go on to the next one against Celtic, who are top of the table, so it will be a top of the table clash, and the winner will go first after match day 2. The full-time whistle goes here in this game. We've beaten Feyenoord 4-0, so no changes for this team against Celtic, but everyone is in the squad today, including Ayram. Pretty much full strength. Starts with Vashki in goal, backline of Katrankov, Alvarez, Morale and Diaz, Bonilla, Regal and Royo in the middle. We've got Armic on the left, with Ben Musa on the right, and Tom up top. As the two teams walk out here ready for this contest, hopefully we can go and get our 6th out of the 6 out of 6, the second win of our league phase, and 6 points would be absolutely massive for us, you know, especially with those tough games we have coming up. But you know, I think the third toughest, I'd argue, was the final game, and now we you know, if we set ourselves up with this 6 out of 6 today, would be an amazing start. So hopefully we can go on and do that now. We've had a game in the gap. We played against Real Betis. We got a 1-1 draw. Our league start has not been too. It's been okay. We've had the most average start. We've got 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Could have been better, definitely, but the new signings and everyone's still settling in. So we've had slow starts with every year, and look how it's turned out up to this point. So I think we just have to wait a little bit. At least we've not started slow in the Europa League, and that can hopefully that can continue today. Diaz down this right side. He's got Ben Musa on the inside. He squares it first time. No one's able to get there in the end. That, as I said last episode, that pair of Ben Musa and Diaz down that right side is going to be absolutely incredible. Hopefully they can hit the ground running together, and you know, Ben Musa's got 20 goals in him if they can play together well. So hopefully we see that. It's a ball in the middle. Tom is there. Of course he scores with a header. His 6th already of the season. 197. He scores again to make it 1-0 here in this game. 197 centimeters, and his movement at that height. I mean, he's got 14 agility. That is genuinely impressive. Like, we could retrain train him to be a centre back. He could be an incredible centre back. I don't know if his heading's improved since we last looked. No, it hasn't. He's on 9 heading, but the fact is that he can literally just stand there and he'd win the header, and it's as simple as that, really. 1-0 we lead here in this game. Celtic coming on the attack. We've played against 2 European champions. Celtic have definitely won I have a feeling they've also won it. I'm just going to check. They've definitely won the European Cup, as it was once called. I don't know if it shows the European Cup here. If we go and take a look, yeah, they won it there, as you can see. Obviously not won it since then, but they won it here. I don't know, was this the European Cup? I think it would have been, yeah. So Celtic, and then Feyenoord won it a few years later, or it might have been a little bit longer after that. So in today's episode, we have played against 2 European champions, and we're going to get results against them. 2 Champions League winners between them, and we're going to get 6 out of 6 points if we continue to play like this. Celtic are coming on the attack, though. Maybe not. Luckily, it hits the post, and nothing comes from it in the end. In this attack, 20 minutes gone, though. It's Celtic who are coming on the attack once again. They are top. Well, they were top of the table for a reason. They're showing it here now. We do lead 1-0 in the Estadio de Gran Canaria, and we need to take advantage of that. But just giving us a few signs of what they can do. We have a chance here. Ben Musa with the ball in. It's into Alvarez with a header. Is it going to creep in? No, it doesn't. It just goes wide of that post. A very, very lively game here in the early moments. Very impressive stuff that has been going on. But we've got the better of this Celtic team so far. And as you can see, we go top of the table. 5 goal difference is probably the most important thing. Not the fact we're on 6 points, because we can be on 6 points. But look how many other teams are. 4 other teams. 5 including us. But it's the goal difference that separates us at the moment. I said it's a very important factor. It could be an important factor when considering if we make that top 8 in the end. Diaz down to Ben Musa on this right side. Can he look to get a shot? And he cuts in. Lovely finish by Ben Musa. And who played the assist? It was Jose Diaz down that right side, and that's going to be a trademark goal from them too. It's just Diaz in his very advanced position that we let him play. It's Armic who's come a bit narrow. Royo finds Ben Musa, Diaz, and then Diaz just, it's simple, so simple. Royo plays it into Ben Musa here, and then Ben Musa decides can't really do much from there. I'll play it to Diaz, and then Diaz is just waiting for Ben Musa to play his run, and when he thinks it's suitable to wait. And yeah, simple as that really. 2-0 we lead here. Ben Musa, lovely finish, cuts in, takes it on his left and makes it 2-0. Trankov finds himself on the ball. Can we get another one before half time? What a result this would be. We were 3-0 up. We were 3-0 up at half time against Feyenoord. We won 4-0 in the end anyway, and we're 2-0 up here in this game. Can we make it 3? Royo into Ben Musa. He cuts in once again. Can he release that shot? He does, and he makes it 3-0 here. It's a trademark goal from Ben Musa. How many times are we going to see that from him? It's his 3rd goal in the Europa League, the top scorer surely. And what a first half performance this has been from us. We lead 3-0 here in the Europa League. 7 goals. We might even go for 4 here. Royal with the free kick. It's tipped over by the Celtic goalkeeper. We've absolutely blown away the Scottish Giants that are Celtic. Celtic, where are they from? I can't mix them up because that's a big mistake to make. Celtic, I know Glasgow Rangers, and I feel like Celtic are also from Glasgow. If I've messed that up, I might be in a bit of trouble. Let's go and take a look. Just yeah, it is Glasgow. I thought it was. You've got Glasgow Rangers and then Celtic, Glasgow Celtic, or I don't know, Celtic. No, not Celtic. Glasgow. It doesn't matter. We're 4-0 up here in Gran Canaria, in the Estadio de Gran Canaria. What a performance it's been. 2 4-0 wins as it stands. It could even get a little bit better. You know, this team starting to gel together. We've been incredible in the Europa League so far, and long may this continue. I don't know what games we have in store next episode. We can go and preview that now and take a look who we'll be playing against. It will be against Newcastle and PAOK Thessaloniki, I think, and then in our closing games we'll have Viking and Chelsea. That will be a very, very good final league phase episode, because you know Viking could give us a really tough test at home, pot 2 team, you know, a good established European team at this point in the future, and then Chelsea away could be a decisive game. But next episode we've got Dinamo Batumi in between, and then we've got it will be next episode Newcastle and PAOK Thessaloniki, Salernitana in between those episodes, and then in the final one we play against Vikingur and Chelsea. What a few episodes we have in store, and what a performance it's been in this episode. It's just been an incredible episode. 8 goals scored, 18 minutes gone up to this point, or 19 minutes now. I've just seen it's just crossed. It's been no complaints at all. Absolutely no complaints. It's been an incredible attacking display. We might even be on for a few more goals here. We're coming on the attack. Once again, here's Morel, who's already got himself a goal down the line. Diaz finds Ben Musa. Can he get his hat-trick? He squares it. He's floating around, but no one's able to get there. It falls to Regal. Back to Ben Musa. Back to Diaz. Diaz down this right side. He's going to look to play a ball in, but nothing comes from that in the end. It's cleared. Can one of our players get in the end of it? Trankov goes up for it, and he does very well to win it. It falls to Armic here, and he loses out on that ball. In the end, nothing comes from that. We're going to look to make a few changes here. We'll leave Ben Musa on, but apart from that, Trankov off. I think we bring on Alberto. I think we bring off Armic for Alonso in a bit more of an advanced role today. I want to bring on Iram into the middle there. I think Regal off. We'll bring on Alex, and then we'll stick with those changes for now. See how we go for the rest of this game. 60 minutes for a load of those boys, and we give 30 minutes to some of the, Iram, for example, returning from injury will be important for him, and some of the loanees as well will be very, very important in our the games going forward. Ben Musa with the free kick. It's hit out, but it falls to Alberto on the edge of the area. We're trying to give it to Ben Musa. He cuts in. Can he release that trademark shot for the third time? He does. 5-0 here, and Ben Musa, our new number 10, completes his hat-trick here. His 4th goal in the Europa League. It's the same shot 3 times in a row. 9 goal difference, 6 points, 2 wins, 5 goals in this game, 4 in the last one. The numbers are absolutely incredible. What a performance it's been from us, and now we just need to go and see out this game. I think we'll bring off Ben Musa. We don't really want to play him too much. I mean, I always keep players on if they're on a hat-trick, or like if they're on 2 goals and it's getting to that point in the game where it's time to kind of bring them off. I always keep them on even if they're quite tired to get that hat-trick, but now he's completed it. He can come off. They usually get annoyed, that's why, but I'm happy to keep them on, complete that hat-trick. It's a nice individual accolade, and it means we're scoring goals as well. Iram, can he get it across? Tom is in there, and of course he'll get a goal as well. He's already had one in this game, but he could be on for a hat-trick here in this game to make it 6-0. Will the goal stand? It does stand. Tom gets his 2nd of the game. Morale as well with 1. Of course he does from those set pieces. He's always getting on the end of those loose balls on the set pieces. 6-0 here in this game. Is there time for Tom to complete his hat-trick? Maybe even Morel can complete his hat-trick. It's just been an incredible day's work from us. 10 goal difference, 6 points, and we have set ourselves up very, very well going into these games in the league phase. There's a chance here for Celtic. It's dragged wide in the end. No threat of conceding a goal here in this game if we continue to defend like this. I mean, we've not had to defend anything particularly. It's just these set pieces. Here's another one for Celtic. Headers need to be won. We don't win our header, and Celtic, surely that will be just a consolation. We're only 6-1 up anyway. For a team who finished in the past 20 years a highest of 13th, we are 6-1 up in European football. We have beaten, on aggregate, 2-time Champions League winners, 10-1 in this episode, if you want to put it that way. It's just been, I've said incredible, I don't know how many times now, but that's what it's been. Very, very impressive stuff. Can we go and get Tom his hat-trick here in this game? And then that would mean Ben Musa and Tom are basically competing against each other for the golden boot. What a result that would be if that was the case. But Tom did just miss out because we did get knocked out in the quarterfinal, which was a little bit early compared to the other people going for the golden boot. So he didn't win it last year, but it would be nice for one of them two to go and do it. And I told you Ben Musa will be in the goal scoring charts, and he has been, and that's why he's got himself a hat-trick and 4 goals already in this Europa League phase. And Tom's on 2 in this game. Did he get 1 last game? I have a feeling he did. And then Royo got 1 as well. I know Armic got 2, Ben Musa got 1, and Royo got 1. I'm fairly certain it might have been Tom, but Tom's on 2 anyway. That'll be a fun competition. See how it goes. Can he complete his hat-trick here? Iram finds a ball back to Alex into the midfield. It goes now, trying to create something from here. It falls to Iram. He's got space to run to ahead of him. He finds Tom. The link-up play ends there, apparently. And now Celtic are going to look to turn this over, advancing with the ball. Vlašky has been called into action a few few times now in the later stage of this game. He pulled off a great save to deny the second goal for Celtic, as you will have seen. It's floating around here. Idam goes flying in. He cuts it out in the end here down this left side, trying to advance with the ball. It's a square ball in, and the header does go in. It does go in. Our goal difference is going down a little bit. It goes to 8 now. I don't know if our first place spot is at threat. It doesn't look like it at the moment. 6-2 the result is going to be here in this game by the looks of it. What an episode it's been though. A 4-0 win away from home, a 6-2 win here at home, and we are going to top the league phase after match day 2. What a performance it's been from this team. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you this little tune and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.